Okay, this one is on probability. So probability just means like how likely is something to happen. And so the number on top is always your number of favorable outcomes, and the number on the bottom is the number of possible outcomes. So if we had a coin and we want to flip heads, well, that's one favorable outcome, so that would be your top number, and then 2 would be on the bottom. That's the number of possible outcomes. It could be heads or tails, so it'd be 1/2. So an experiment consists of rolling 3 fair die, each numbered 1 to 6, until the number of the 3 dice is equal to 2. What is the probability that the sum of all 3 of the dice will equal 2? Well, even if they only all 3 rolled a 1, that would still be 3. So it's not possible because the dice are numbered 1 to 6 for it ever to equal 2. So we're going to say impossible. So impossible means it absolutely can't happen. Certain means it absolutely can happen. In a spirit stick box, there are 8 red sticks, there are 7 blue spirit sticks, 12 gold spirit sticks, 5 orange spirit sticks, and 6 green spirit sticks. If one spirit stick is randomly selected, which color do you have the best chance of being selected? So, well, it would be gold because there are the most gold out of any color. So you're most likely to pick a gold one. Okay, an experiment consists of pulling a colored chip from a bag. There are 12 blue, 13 red, and 8 white chips. What is the probability that a purple chip will be pulled from the bag? Well, since we only have blue, red, and white, and no purple, that would be impossible because there are no purple chips. Juan has 4 blue buttons, 7 red buttons, and 2 yellow buttons in his pocket. All of the buttons are the same size. Juan takes out 1 button. Which statement is correct? He's more likely to take out a blue than a red. That's not true because there are 4 blues and 7 reds. He is less likely to take out a red than a blue. That's not true either. He's more likely to pick a red than a blue. He's more likely to take out a yellow than a red. That's not true either. He's less likely to take out a yellow than a red. That one's true. Okay, we have spinners here. If the 4 spinners are spun 100 times each, which spinner will most likely land on the letter L the least number of times? Okay, so we would want that L to be pretty small. So this L is pretty big. That L is really big. These ones are about the same size, but there are 3 of those L's. So I would say Y because there's only 1 L and it's pretty small. An experiment consists of rolling a fair die. That just means a dice that doesn't have any weights to make it cheat or anything like that. The experiment consists of rolling a fair die until it lands on 4. What is the probability that it will land on at least 1 4? I would say that's fair. It's not very likely, not impossible, and it's not certain. I would say fair. Oh. Okay, let's read the explanation. I got that wrong. Since the die is being rolled until it lands on a 4, the experiment will continue until the 1 of the 4 is rolled, so therefore it is certain. Okay. If the spinners are spun 100 times, which spinner will most likely land on the number L most number of times? So this is opposite of what we did before. So we'll land on the L most of the time. I would say Y, okay, because it's the biggest of them all. An experiment consists of rolling a fair die until it lands on 2. What is the probability it will land on at least 1 2? Okay, we just learned from the other one that it's certain because they're going to keep rolling it until it lands on a 2. So it will keep landing. It will eventually land on a 2. Okay, if the spinner is spun 100 times, which section will the spinner most likely land on the least number of times? I would say this leopard print because it's the smallest and there's the least amount of that. Okay, the letters M-A-T-H, M-A-T-I-C-I-A-N are placed in a bag. One letter is randomly selected from the bag. Which letter has the best chance of being selected. So that means there has to be the most of them. So M's, there are 1, 2 M's. T, there are 1, 2 T's. A's, there are 1, 2, 3 A's. And N, there is 1 N. So it'd have to be A. Okay, I hope that helps with probability. Try it again. If it doesn't, we can try and make something else work.